Hello, this is Scott Loomis, and this is Did You Know number 7, Creating Class Projects in Wixie. And what's wonderful about creating a class project in Wixie in which you combine projects from each of your students in the class, or maybe a portion of those students, whatever you have in mind, is that it's easy and also a nice way to showcase the collective work of your class. So I love it for that capacity, something to share with parents or place in maybe a school newsletter or something like that for people to see as well. To do this, I'm going to open my Wixie account, obviously, and go to students. And I need to stress that having the same file name is critical. We have Things That Are Most, which is a literature connection from Things That Are Most in the World by Judy Bartlett. She's the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs lady. Here I'm multitasking, sorry. But each kid has the file in their account. So what's wonderful is that I can go ahead and select this file from each student, assuming the file names are all the same. If there's even a small typo, like a missing letter, that student may not appear when they definitely won't appear when I go to upload each student's work. So whether you assign a blank page with a title so that everyone has a universal, I love it for literature extensions where there's a repetitiveness to the book, where the kids then, can create another page to the book, and then the class work is like a second chapter to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs or Math Curse or something like that, or Things That Are Most, which is a superlative book, stickiest, biggest, whatever. So the title is essential, and I know I'm spending a little time on this, but trust me, life is easy if the name is the same, because when you go to start your class project, step 1 entails not showing all the projects, but showing the project by name. And I can type in most, Things That Are Most. I happen to know most is the only single title, the title with that name in it. So I see that most now, Things That Are Most, is the selected file for each student. And again, you could miss a student if their title is different. So step 1, select by name. Step 2 is to show the projects from the entire class in one view. There we go, step 2. Step 3, really difficult as we move from left to right, is to select all the students. And when you do this, you also would have the opportunity to unselect students at this time. If I don't want that one, see how the blue kind of went away, but I definitely want it. And then step 4, which wasn't there until I said select all projects, is to upload it. And when you go to the project wizard to upload it, you have the options to use a book template. Like you can actually go ahead and bring the projects in using a book template where it would be like an ebook where the pages would turn, using portrait landscape templates, and just know that the students' projects will be reduced in size to fit the designated space. And that I can see that as a little bit of drawback, but I also, again, love the book option. However, I'm going to press cancel. I'm going to return back to the project wizard, and I'm just going to say project. And this is going to allow me to export this as a single Wixie project with just a different, each student has their own page. So I'm exporting basically a 12-page project. So I'm going to say Things That Are Most. And I can change this later, but basically from here I'm going to create it. And once it's created, I have the option of viewing it straight away or adding it to my showcase if I think it's ready to go as is. Now I happen to know, for instance, that the end is not at the end. Here it is, which is no big deal because now I'm going to return home and I want to modify it before I share it. So I returned a new My Projects. There it is, Things That Are Most, and I'm able to open up this file. I'm going to go ahead and return down to most and slide it the end to the end. And maybe I'm going to add a new page and put in, it's on page 2, put in a cover page, Things That Are Most by Mr. Loomis's class, so on and so forth, and add that there. From there, I can share it with parents. I can share it possibly in a school newsletter, whatever I want to do. But now that it's together, I can go ahead and share it, and in the order I want, I can share it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.